Thorpe, goes without saying, another finals victory. Must be really pleased with a result like that, particularly in the conditions and I guess on the scoreboard as well.
Yeah, I was really proud of the boys, the brand we played today. It was obviously a pretty tough day. The weather was pretty inclement. The mud in the middle of the ground was pretty thick, so we knew it was going to be a bit of a scrap, and the boys stood up when required, and particularly our big guys around the footy, Leadham, Bristow, Seymour and Harper were pretty impressive today for long periods, so it gave our forwards a real look at it, and it also let our backs not have to defend as deep.
I was just about to say, because from the get-go, those guys in the midfield really looked to get on top and were able to carry it out. Is that consistency across the game the thing that pleases you the most about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We sort of set ourselves for this one. We respect Glenorchy greatly. We think they've got a lot of good players and they're well coached. So the game was a bit of an arm wrestle for the first 10 minutes. Then we sort of got a little bit of momentum in the back half of that first quarter, which probably set us up, and we were able to carry on with it in the second half.
I guess it doesn't really matter for the rest of the season now, but 3 wins at KG5 in a season, something not many teams really get to do. I don't think you mentioned during the week that similar dimensions of Windsor that do help you, but I guess what is it about this ground that seems to bring the best out of the team?
I genuinely think it's because it's a similar ground to home. It's the same sort of space. The middle of the ground holds up pretty much the same. So yeah, that's all I can put it down to really. The boys enjoy playing here.
Heard your message at three-quarter time just saying that you really wanted the boys to finish the game off well, even though the result probably was beyond doubt at that point. Even saw the last couple of minutes, Brodie Pulford laying 2 tackles in the space of 30 seconds. That real hunger for the contest, we saw it last week against the Tigers, really must be pleasing this time of year in do-or-die finals football.
Yeah, we're under no illusions. We're still a developing side. I mean, we've won 2 finals, yes, but we think we're just scratching the surface of what we're going to be capable of. Hopefully for the rest of this year, but then into the future. So our brand, trying to establish that this year was our main goal. That's to play out games no matter the situation. So to see that late in a final when we were up by 10 goals was testament to the work the boys have done this year.
Jack Donnellan obviously laid out today.
Yeah.
What did you do with that collision he had last week?
No, we ruled him out. He's a tough boy, and he went back with a flight and got hit pretty hard, so he'll come back in next week, which is pleasing. Young Toby Lucas will obviously go out with that pretty sickening collision. He went back with a flight, and the same thing, got hit pretty hard, and he won't play next week, so it'll be 1 for 1, I would think.
Saw James Gillow and Jack Tuttle maybe with some injury concerns as well. I guess still early days, but look to be okay.
Yeah, they're on the minor side. They're heavy knocks, so they're definitely corkies, but they're no more than that. So when we had the game wrapped up, we made sure we looked after some of those young guys that have played a long season. We're hopeful there's some more footy left in the year for us, so we need to be careful how we manage the players.
How did you see that battle between Jack and Jay Bowden for most of the day? I know Jack's had a couple of roles on him throughout the year. Jay had some really strong moments as well, but I thought Jack really held his own. Yeah,
I think Jay's a victim of his own success and how great a player he's been. Jack did a good solid job. Jay looked dangerous at times, but we're full of admiration for the work Jay Bowden's done over a long period. Hence, we put our best young defender on him and hope he can do the job. But I thought our midfield really helped our defenders. I thought Jake Smith's job on Aidan Grace to keep him goalless for the second time this year was fantastic, and that was supported by our mids not allowing fluent ball inside 50.
I'm sure we'll be keeping a close eye on the game tomorrow, but team doesn't hold any fears heading into either a clash with North Launceston or Lauderdale next weekend?
Oh, absolutely not. We're a young, enthusiastic group, and we'll just take on what we can. And the game tomorrow being at our home ground with our under-18s playing prior and our women is a good day for the boys to get to the club and watch some good TSL footy, both men's and women's. So we'll be there, I dare say, watching the whole game and eagerly awaiting our opponent for next week.
And just to finish on, Jay Blackberry, a few midfield minutes for him today as well. Probably looked to be one of his better games since returning from injury earlier in the year. Just looks to be pretty confident with his own body as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jay Blackberry's an out-and-out TSL midfielder. The fact that he missed a long period of footy, we wanted to sort of get through this year with some footy under his belt, but he had 30 possessions today and kicked 2 with some midfield minutes. We sort of think that's a little bit of a card we can play into next week and hopefully the week after.